What is up, gentle people? Thank you for joining me. Today, I'm super excited because I'm starting the first video in the series of building my Revolution 2x72 belt grinder. So I really wanted to just put together this quick video showing how to actually wire the KBAC 27D. There's plenty of videos online about it. I'm sure there's much better videos than I can explain, but I figured I'd document my process and take you along for the ride. So let's go ahead. So this is a KBAC 27D. This is the device that I'm choosing to power my motor for my 2x72 belt grinder. What I have here is a forward reverse switch that I ordered off Amazon, and today I'm going to be installing this into this. So let's get to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these 4 screws that are holding the front of the box onto the back. So you're not actually removing them. What they do is they're sort of like threaded posts. So they don't actually remove all the way. You just sort of loosen them until they come free of their threaded counterpart. What you can see here, there is a rubber plug. So I'm just going to go ahead from behind here. I'm going to kind of compress that and just remove this plug, just like that. And now this is where I'm going to wire the switch. So this is a switch. And with the switch, it doesn't necessarily matter the orientation that you put it in. What matters more is the orientation that you put the 2 wires in. So I'll give you a close-up on where we're actually going to plug them in. But basically what's going to happen is this green one is going to be a common wire that goes into there. And then this yellow and red is going to be forward and reverse depending on which direction you put them in. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mount the switch into the front of the device here. All you have to do is remove this metal threaded washer. This switch will poke right through. Come right over to the front and screw that washer on. Alright, so here's a bit of a close-up into the area that I'm going to be working. So again, this model is the 27D, so it might look a little different in your VFD, but the application should be the same. So what we've got here is we currently have a jumper on the board at the moment, and it's connected from common to forward. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and remove this jumper. They are on pretty tight when you first get them. So I'm going to use the screwdriver here just to get some sort of leverage to get in there and pull that jumper off. So loosen one. There we go. Alright. So there's the jumper. Now it is no longer connecting common to forward. Alright, so I'm going to show you here. This is just the orientation of the switch that I have got on here. I just want to show you what I meant about orientation not necessarily being the more important part. So what we've got is the green. The middle one is the ground here. It just happens to be the green wire. So that's what's going to go in common. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that the top wire here, which in my case is red, is the one that's going to go into forward. And this bottom wire, which in my case is yellow, is going to go into reverse. So I'm going to go ahead and plug those in right now. So we've got my frontmost wire going into forward. Got our middle, or our ground, going into common. I guess you can't call it ground. The middle's going into common. And then the last wire, which happens to be my yellow, is going to slide onto reverse. So that's basically it for wiring up your reverse switch. I might come up here, I might clean up these wires with some zip ties a little bit, but I'll probably actually wait for that until I get everything here completely finished up. But one of the last things we can do for now is just going to close this up, and this reverse switch comes with its own switch cover, sort of like this one here. It's just a rubber cover that screws right on here. You want to make sure you put that on whenever you get a chance, just because it helps keep dust out. This particular system is completely enclosed, which makes it ideal for dirtier areas, I guess, such as, you know, knife making. Knife making in its nature is super dusty, super dirty. So all this kind of stuff just helps keep dust out of this device and keeps it from shorting out on you. So yeah, it's a little different than the stock one here, but that's okay. I can get over that. Thank you, gentle people, for joining me. It was just a quick one today. I hope you guys found some use out of it, found something helpful from it. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. If you feel so inclined, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. It would be amazing to me. But yeah, we'll be back with more videos on building this 2x72 belt grinder.